Hey, good day everyone, welcome back. This is OOO. We're creating various facade panel families and modeling of 50-story tallest residential public housing, the Pinnacle at Duxton, Singapore. In part 1, we modeled 3 types of precast facade panel families, the solid panel family, the recessed panel family, and the balcony panel family. Today, we're continuing from part 1. Let's create a new facade family. This panel will be installed in living rooms and bedrooms, with varying planar lengths. We will return to the previous family, Family 1, to modify this one installed in the project. Let's take a look at the 3D view of this family. The new planar family will have similar features to the balcony family. Look at the south elevation view. The sunshade lintel component should remain in the same position for now. Let's access the family type parameters. We no longer need the balcony height parameter. So, simply select and delete it. Edit the balcony depth, and rename it to planar D. Set the planar depth to 550 mm, apply to changes. Now, the planar depth is set to 550 mm, and all parameters remain the same. Apply and click OK. Next, delete the balcony parameter and the reference plane. We will modify the wall component now. In the 3D view, select the component and lower the wall on the right, grabbing the shade handle. A better approach is to work from the south elevation view. Use the Align shortcut, AL, to align the components, or drag down the shade handle. Align it to the sill reference plane, and lock it. Next, drag the left wall, align it to the same reference plane, and lock it. Return to the 3D view and we'll have our planar wall in place. Let's go to the reference level, and slightly modify the planar wall's position. It should be a bit different from the previous balcony component. This facade parameter is no longer needed. So select and delete it. We now need to dimension the planar length. Shortcut, DI, for dimensioning, from the outer wall to the next outer wall. Select the dimension and create a new parameter. Named planar L, length. Set this parameter as an instance parameter, click OK. Let's test the new parameter. Select the right reference plane and drag it to the right. We need to unconstrain it. Hit Escape. Select both wall T parameters and lock their values. Now, select the reference plane and drag it to the right again. Great. Ctrl Z, to go back to the previous state. This planar family should have 2 types. Single bay with planar and without planar. So, what should we do? Let's modify the planar family's component to be controlled with a visibility parameter. In the 3D view, select both the planar and kicker components. In the Properties palette, then, under Graphic Group, make sure the Visible option is checked. Click the small button on the far right to access the associate family parameter. Select this to create a new parameter. The Parameter Properties window will pop up. Create a new parameter called it, with planar. Set the type as yes/no, and click OK. Place this parameter under the Visibility group, and click OK. Go to the Family Types parameter window. We have a new yes/no parameter under the Visibility group. This allows us to create all required family types. Currently, there are no family types in the planar family, and create a new type. Name it, this type is with planar, check the type parameter, and click OK. Make sure to check the visibility checkbox, then apply. Next step. Create the new family type, name to without planar. Uncheck the visibility box, apply and OK. If you select the with planar type, the visibility checkbox will be checked. For the without planar type, the checkbox will be unchecked. Apply and OK. Now, our planar family consists of 2 types. We can control those 2 types via the visibility graphic parameter. Let's preview the visibility settings before loading it into the project. You will see that the family is displayed without the planar component. This checkbox is unchecked because we set the without planar type in the family type parameter. Now, we can switch to the with planar option. Yes, the planar component is now visible in the view. We'll turn off the preview visibility control for now. Save the family. The family is still named Family 1, we'll rename it in the project later. It's also in the project, load into project, this family again in project. Overwrite the existing version. Let's place a family. Shortcut, CM, for component. Place 1, on level 0, this one already in the project. Place more, 1 there, and next one here. In 3D view. Let's replace some solid panels with new planar family. Select these some panels randomly. These panels 1, 2, 3, then next 2 more. And this 2 as well. In Properties palette, switch solid family to family 1. We've installed planter family, but appear as name with family 1. Select all 3 families on the floor, get rid of them from project. Now, appears as planter family. In project browser palette, under family, look for planter family under family 1. Expand the family type. Family 1 doesn't need any more, select and delete it. Now, left with 2 new types only, with planter and without planter. Let's select the type with planter. Yes. We have replaced with newly created family with planter component. Go to south elevation. New all planter panels are back to default family parameters. So, we need to install back within adjacent grids. Shortcut AL, for align. Select grid 6, then select planter panel edge. Then select grid 10, select panel edge. Next select grid 13, select respective panel edge. Now, we completed full panels installation. Back to 3D view. All new panels are with planter type. Let's select these 2 panels. In Properties palette, shift the family type to another without planter type. These 2 panels became as without planter type. Back to south elevation. Select this planter family. In Properties palette, left offset parameter value to 1000 mm, has moved to right. But left panel planter length to be lengthened over next to adjacent panel as combination. Planter length, input 5000, apply, it's looking a bit short, given 5700 mm, apply, OK. Next for combination at below right, planter length, input 5000, apply, that's fine for now. In 3D view, these 2 panel set are installed as combination panels. These 2 are individual planter type panels. Save the project regularly. After planter families have created and installed, we will now focus on the bay family. The bay family will be similar to the balcony family, but with some adjusted parameters and geometry. Open the balcony family. It was original family before rename and project. This one on left elevation. And access the family types window. In the dimensions group, change balcony H to sill H, height, and apply the changes. Update balcony D, depth, to bay D. Setting the depth to 650 mm. Modify sill H to 550 mm. Apply the changes. Adjust any parameters as needed. All parameters below in use for now. Apply and hit OK. Go to the left elevation, where we will adjust the wall component. Create a new reference plane, shortcut, RP, and set it to the position of the bay floor. Create a new dimension, shortcut DI, to define the reference for the floor thickness, select dimension and associate with floor T parameter. Let's work from reference level. First, this wall T, and facade offset parameters to delete. This parameter to remove too. Then DI, for dimension, opening reference plane to this internal plane. Associate with same wall T parameter, remove this reference plane, which is not require. Back to front elevation. Select model element, to edit. Align, shortcut AL, reference plane at left to wall internal, remove constraints and lock. One more, same procedure for right part. AL, align to reference plane opening at right in wall, unconstraint, lock it. All aligned. Back to point 3D view. We have perfectly in line with opening. Back to front elevation. This component top edge to go up, align with sunshade soffit reference plane. And component below, align to sill and its floor T reference plane. Also to select the component, to align with sill reference plane, unconstraint and to lock as necessary. Back to 3D view, we fixed this. Also to select this void component, to align with sill reference plane, unconstraint and to lock as necessary. Have a test again all parameters. All good. This time above sunshade component to modify. Back to left elevation. This sunshade to be lengthened beyond bay wall edge toward out. Select this 400 mm dimension, delete it. Select this reference plane, drag to right some distance away. Dimension back, hotkey, DI, from reference plane at bay D to plane at this. Select reference plane, and modify value to 400 mm back, ensure to lock this dimension. 3D view, this is done in place, then both edges to in line with bay external walls. Activate to reference level. We're unable to see the sunshade element. Go to ceiling plan reference level, the element is here to reference level. Drag left shade handle to align with left bay reference plane, lock is required. To do for right as well, then lock. 3D view back, all components are in shape. These connection parts for sunshade and solid wall are required minor fix. Back to reference level, we will need to add a void to cut off from sunshade. Go to Menu, Create, select Void Form to remove any unwanted geometry, to use Rectangle Draw, this left corner to below corner, all four sides to lock. And also, one more void for this corner at right, locks are essential. Hit green tick to end the void. After placing the voids, go to left. Oh, where is the void? Go to 3D view, the void is below, drag the handles up to top of sunshade plane to align the top and bottom with the relevant shade soffit plane reference planes, ensuring a clean cut. But unable to snap this time. Swift to left elevation, drag up to the plane, then to lock. Also void bottom handle, drag up, align to sunshade soffit plane. Go to 3D view, perfectly join each component together. Then to join geometry this to this for assigning same material asset. Have a test again all parameters. In family types, opening W, input 2000 mm, apply, yes. Back to 1200 width, apply, OK. Again, important one more test. Sill H, height, input 800 it gone up. Input 0 value, apply. Lower to base level, is for full height bay family parameter. Back to 550, this for regular position for bay family. All good. Family name is family 1. It's also in the project. Load into project, this family again in project. Overwrite the existing version. In project browser rename this family 1 to bay type name to bay also. Drag and drop to place, same command as CM for component. Place on the level 0, here. This bay panel family, to swap with some already installed panels in project. Select these 3 living room solid panels, also below 2 more panels. These 2 at below right, bedroom panels. Together with above level 2 panels. And also, these individual bedroom panel, 1, 2, and this 3. Go to Properties palette, search and swap with bay family. Yes. Installed as bay panels in place. But, those families are back to default family. We need to align those bay edges with each grid again, due to new panels are once install or swap. To align, use shortcut, AL, select grid 13, then select panel edge at below. Done for 1, next, select grid 13 again, then select panel. Select grid 5, then select this panel edge. Next, select grid 6, then to edge. Select grid 5 again, then select panel edge for this 2 at above. Again, for it below panel. We left 1 panel on grid 10 here. Select grid then edge of bay panel. All done. Select this panel between grid 9 and 10. Opening W, 3700, it should be correct. Same width for below bay panel. Go to south elevation. This panel is installed on living room, so, opening will be full height panel. Sill H, height, parameter must be 0. Perfect. Let's rotate view. This panel is on living room as well. Let's check below panel. It's 3200 mm shown in Properties palette. Select above panel, opening width supply with 3200. This bay panel having 200 mm walls both sides, we need to reduce opening width. Input reduce to 3000. And Sill H to 0 for full height panel. Good. This panel, input Sill H 0, and opening 3000 mm. Good. Select this right 2 panels. Another 2 above. 1 more at above as well. And left over this one, next this panel. Opening W to 1200, again increase 1400 mm, OK. Go to south elevation. Left offset value input 500 mm. Select this and this panel, for stagger position. Left offset 1000 mm given. Select 1, shortcut, SA, for select all. Hit escape. And sample panel on the level 0, delete from project. To now, we've completed for planter family and bay family creation, installation. We will work on creating the level 26 facade family, like in this image. Similarly, the level 50 facade family. This family has 2-layer facades, directly above other panels and second layer next to inside. But for this, we will create single layer only. And also 50 public area facade panel, like this image. Start creation for level 50 facade panel. First, this family with bottom portion only, in between to include empty space above 150 mm thick recess component. This will be a railing position to install. Let's start. Go to Project 3D View, select a solid panel. Access family types. H parameter, input, 0 for full panel height, OK. Go to left elevation. We need a reference plane, create, reference plane, or, shortcut, RP, here between. Dimension, DI, below floor plane to new reference plane. Create new parameter, name given as baluster H. Value modify to 2000. Let's create void component. Create, select void form. Use rectangle tool, top from below diagonally. Lock them. Go to front elevation. Drag shape handle to align with right opening reference plane, and lock. Align to left reference plane as well, then lock. Go to 3D view. No auto cut has happened for this time. Cut geometry, select void, select solid, to cut out the necessary areas above. Completed. Next time, we will install railing at this place in between. Always to test parameters before load into project. In family types, opening W, width, input 1700 mm, apply, OK. Let's undo once, Ctrl Z. Now, this family is solid family that is already in project, we couldn't overwrite it. Save as this family in desktop. Name as level 50 panel, save. Then, load into project as new family. In properties, new level 50 panel family is in project. Here, let's check family in the project. Family type name as level 50 panel can be noticed. Go to south elevation. Select these panel 1, 2, 3, and panel 4, then panel 5. Those all to replace with level 50 panel. All panels are back to default family parameters. As usual, AL, align, to adjacent each grid. Then to align all edges, according to architectural design. Align the both opening edges with below panel opening. Select below panel opening, then select new panel opening to align. Continue for the rest level 50 panels of 4. Now, we've created for level 50 panels. All good. Save project. Continuing for level 26 facade panel creation. This family will consist of 2 parts, one for the bottom part, baluster and empty space, and one for the top, solid panel. We will combine 2 parts into one family. Let's begin by modifying the level 50 facade family. Go to left elevation, DI for dimension for below. This baluster H, to swift below dimension. Above this to get rid of, and below dimension to associate with baluster H. We will need one more reference plane above. Shortcut, RP, or, create reference plane. For now, copy, another way Ctrl plus drag, to above, DI, for dimension, this to this, that to that. Select this, parameter to associate with baluster 8. Oh, wrong spelling, we'll edit later. The dimension to above, select and create new parameter. Name to opening middle. Instance type parameter check. Go to 3D view. We need to cut into 2 parts. Go to left elevation. Create void form, use rectangle tool, top left to bottom right for full facade. Lock them all. And the edit mode. In 3D view, select this void form, drag shape handle to right face plane, and lock it. Align to left reference plane as well, then lock. Yes. We have a void form at near left. We've a cut in middle, but lost an existing recess for middle component. So, we need to replace it back. To do this, create a solid component, create, solid form, we'll use rectangle tool, top left to bottom right for 150 mm middle plane, lock them all. Go to front elevation. Drag shade handle of solid component. Align to middle 2 reference plane at left and right, to lock is required for all. Go to 3D view. We've a new family with 2 parts. TL, for thin line mode. We need to assign material for this new middle component. In Properties palette, Material to associate. Hit small button at far right, assign to existing parameter of facade gray, OK. Currently this family is belonging to level 50 panel. We can't overwrite this family simply. To do is save as this family as new name. Save as file name level 26 panel, then, save. Now we have new level 26 panel family. Load into project. In project browser palette, level 26 and level 50 facade panels are created. Let's select these 3 solid panels on level 0. Swap with level 26 panel. Got them in place. Here, the height to level 1 is 5000 mm. Go to Properties palette. Apply H parameter value to 5000. Opening H, input 2000, gone up for adequate opening vertically. All panels to align with adjacent grids are required. Also to align the strips and opening edges with level 1 panel positions. These panels are for level 26 panels. Let's install on highest level 10 for now. Select middle right 3 solid panels, swap to level 26 panel. All good. In this project, each and every panel consists of white and gray color components. Let's do application of materials and integrate them. Go to Menu. File, Manage tab, at Materials, in Material Browser window. We will make reference to defaults material. Select Default Material, Duplicate Material Asset, rename to Default Facade White. Duplicate the material asset for modification purpose, set color to a near white color. Change appearance a bit, red, green, blue. Input RGB value 250 for all. And in Graphic tab, check the box to use render appearance, apply, OK. Next. Select Defaults material again. Duplicate for next gray graphic appearance. Rename as Default Gray Facade. Duplicate material asset again. For appearance, let's choose color to something like this gray. Input RGB value for red 100, green 115, and blue 135. And in Graphic tab, check the box to use render appearance as well. Apply, OK. Navigate to 3D view. We're now going to apply the material and finishes for all precast facade panels installed in project. In Graphic Display option, select a texture. Select one of solid panel. In Property of solid panel, hit Edit Type. Under Material and Finishes for facade gray, currently value is by category. At most right, hit the down arrow symbol. From Material Browser, select Default Facade Gray to associate that we did pre-assign materials. Next, for facade white material, this, associate to Default Facade White, apply, OK. All solid families are applied with 2 colors graphical materials. Well done. Continue for the other family types. Select one of Recess family, Edit Type, associate with Default Facade Gray, then Default Facade White followed by, apply, OK. Completed. Next, select one of Balcony family, repeat the process, Edit Type. Associate with Default Facade Gray, then Default Facade White followed by, apply, OK. Done for all balcony family as well. Next, repeat the steps for planter families. For type with planter, associate the materials. Next, same as all above, repeat for bay families. Associate the materials with gray and white. And, for select without planter type, repeat with associate the materials. Now, we've applied graphic color display for all facade panels in project. Finally, we need to apply for column, select one, associate material graphic to Default Facade White, apply, OK. All good. Looks awesome. Love the beauty of architectural concept of model, the Pinnacle at Duxton, Singapore. We're going to end this session. Save the project regularly to avoid losing any progress. And in conclusion, 1. Back up your families and project to ensure that all changes are secure. 2. Review the overall visual quality and ensure that the new families are integrated correctly into the model. 3. Consider creating any additional family types for variations in dimensions, such as for different floor levels or building sections. This detailed step-by-step process completes the creation and installation of multiple facade families, including planter, bay, level 50, and level 26 families, with the application of materials to maintain design consistency. By following these steps, You can create custom architectural facade components that enhance the design of the building while maintaining a modular, flexible approach that can be adjusted as the project. Thank you for following along. The next chapter will involve creating doors and windows, installing them into the project, and adding railing features. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for visiting OOU channel. Have a great day ahead.